Thomas the Tank Engine has worked on this burn train for many years, and he knows it very well.
You know just where to stop, Thomas.
Laughed his driver.
You could almost manage it without me.
Thomas had become concerned. He didn't realize his driver was joking. Later, he boasted to the others.
Driver says I don't need him now.
Don't be so daft.
Snored Percy.
I'd never go without my driver,
said Toby eagerly.
I'd be frightened.
Pooh!
Boastful Thomas.
I'm not scared.
You'd never dare.
I would then, you'll see.
The next day, the firelighters came. Thomas dozed comfortably as the warmth spread into his boiler. Percy and Toby were asleep. Thomas suddenly remembered.
Silly stick in the muds!
He chuckled.
Oh, show them! Driver says I can manage without him. Oh, just go out and don't stop and whee! That'll make them jump.
Thomas thought he was being very clever, and he was only moving because a careless cleaner had a meddle with his control. He soon found out his mistake. He tried to whoosh, but he couldn't. He tried to stop, but he couldn't. He just kept rolling along. He didn't dare what was coming next. There was the Stationmasters house. The Stationmaster was about to have breakfast.
Hurrah!
Cried Thomas, and he shut his eyes. The house rocked, broken glass tingled, glass dirt was everywhere. Thomas had collected a bush on his trails. He peered in the room for his sleeves. He couldn't speak. Stationmaster was furious. His wife picked up her plate.
You miserable engine!
She scolded.
Just look what you've done to our breakfast. Now I shall have to cook some more.
She banged the door. More plastic fell. This time on Thomas. Thomas felt displeased. Workmen popped up in the house with strong paws and layered arrays through the garden. Then the Scottish twins' engines down with Douglas arrived.
Dinner fast soon, Thomas. We'll soon have you back on the rails.
They laughed. Donald and Douglas pulled hard and managed to hold Thomas back to safety. And bits of fence, ends of bushes, and a broken window frame. First one on his front, which was badly twisted. The twins laughed and left him. Thomas was in disgrace. There was worse to come.
You're in a lot of trouble, Thomas.
I know, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
Thomas's voice was muffled behind his bush.
You must go to the works to have your front mended. It will be a long job.
Yes, sir.
Meanwhile, a diesel rail car will do your work.
The diesel, sir?
Thomas brother.
Yes, Thomas. Diesels always stay in their sheds till they are wanted. Diesels never gallivant off to breakfast in Stationmasters' houses.